Yes, people, welcome back to the channel for another live show. Tonight we are going to be doing the match preview for our game this weekend as we return to action after a missing week last week, of course, last weekend because of the postponement at Shrewsbury. We were back in action for the first time since, well, we've been in an 11-day break because, like I said, we didn't play, and the last game we played was our victory against Wycombe Wanderers, which was a very memorable one. But yeah, tomorrow lunchtime we're back, and obviously it's going to be an interesting match. A bit of redemption needed, a bit of revenge. They beat us at home, and obviously, yeah, we want to be putting that right, and we want to be doing exactly what they did to us when they came here a few months back. So hopefully we can, and a chance to see some of our new signings, of course, new strikers in the building. So excited! I'm excited. Obviously, it'll be better next week when I can actually see them in person, because yeah. But still, we can watch it on the TV and that's all right. But yeah, I prefer to be there. But it's what it is. Before we do get into the preview show, let's go to the comments first. Wayne says like and subscribe. Big up to you, Wayne. How are you doing? Welcome in, Wayne. Hope you're doing well. How are we all feeling ahead of the game tomorrow? Let me know in the chat. And yeah, good to hear from him. But big up to you, Wayne, as always. Real one. Aiden's in. My wonderful mod. He says, hi, mate. Hope you're okay. Big up to you, Aiden. How are you doing? Make sure to smash the likes and subscribe. Yeah, exactly, guys. Obviously, do help by clicking the like button down below and subscribing if you are new. Slowly but surely going towards that 800 subscriber mark. And of course, there'll be a bonus stream tomorrow. Just a heads up. Usually do Monday to Friday content, but there'll be a Saturday stream tomorrow we'll be doing a live watch along for the game as well. So hopefully you can join me from 12:15 tomorrow, ready for a 12:30 kickoff. And yeah, hopefully you guys can join me then. But big up to Aiden. And he says, sorry I can't stay, mate, but I promise I'll watch it back. My prediction is a 2-0 victory for the Terriers. No worries, Aiden. Thank you for dropping in. And hope you have a good evening, whatever you get up to. But yeah, a nice scoreline there. Joshua is in. He says, evening, and hope you're well. Hello, Joshua. Good to see you. And Wayne says, I'm okay, thanks. Had a job interview today. Oh, how did it go? Let me know. Hopefully it went well for you, Wayne. But yeah, that's good that you got a job interview. But look, without further ado, let's get straight into the preview then. But big up to everyone that's tuning in right now. But look, we're having a chance to extend our unbeaten run to 16 matches. And of course, I've already said it on previous streams now that I do think that we need to be turning those draws that we've been picking up recently into wins, especially against teams that are lower down the table. Yeah, it is obviously, it's going to help with the fact that we're, to me, we've got some strikers in the building, some quality strikers in the building now, new signings. So hopefully that'll help us with turning those draws into wins. Anybody that's interested, we have crossed paths 93 times competitively to date with Blackpool since first meeting in February 1911 in the Old Division 2. We have won 33 matches. We've drawn 24. We've drawn 24, and they have lost. Let's start that again. We have won 33 matches, drawn 24, and lost 36 across those matches. Now the opposition, of course, obviously 16th in the table at the moment. And yeah, obviously having a little bit, a very disappointing season. I'm guessing a lot of discontent around Blackpool at the moment. Obviously, they do want to be trying to challenge for those playoff positions, and they're obviously really had a bit of a stop-start kind of year. Good to hear, Wayne. Good to hear that it went well. And Dark Storm, hello. Ryan, hope you're well. Big up to you. By the way, thank you, the other day, Dark Storm, for for letting me know about my video being muted, like half of it with no sound. It's because my mic that I connect to my phone, so you can just hear, so it's a bit better quality sound. That it died on me, so there wasn't enough charge. And I think I realised that afterwards. Well, I didn't realise it until I uploaded it, as we know, because obviously I uploaded it. I thought it was all right. Usually I do check the video fully, but I must have missed it somehow. But yeah, thank you, Storm, for letting me know about that, because obviously I did end up redoing a little bit and uploading it again. Hopefully get Anderson in to replace Hellick. Yeah, obviously, guys, we will be doing a transfer show very, very soon. Not sure when. I mean, possibly Monday or Tuesday. But yeah, we'll be doing a transfer show about obviously the dealings and things. Yeah, we'll obviously cover that as well. But yeah, I do agree with that, to be honest with you. He also says no, he was wondering if it was through my phone. No, I mean, yes, you put it in the comments, and I went back on it. Obviously, I checked, and then yeah, you were right, and I was like, oh my days, so annoying. But anyways, obviously, Blackpool are going to be. It's not going to be an easy game, guys, this weekend. Obviously, they showed what they can do in the in the game when we played them earlier in the season at home. Although we were off it that day as well, but they did actually play well as well. So we've got to give them credit for that. Now, obviously, Blackpool coming to this weekend's fixture off the back of a 1-1 draw at Wickham, and prior to that, a 1-1 draw at home to Shrewsbury. So, yeah, and obviously at the moment, they haven't won in 9 games at home. So their home form isn't the best at all. Of course, their manager, Steve Bruce, a very familiar name around the football world, of course. He returned to manage with Blackpool following a 2-year break. And this is actually his 12th club since retiring as a player in 1999. Obviously, full of experience, obviously. Bruce has achieved 4 promotions from the Championship to the Premier League, and we'll be hoping to add 1 more promotion with the Seasiders, and also one of a handful of coaches who have actually reached the milestone of 1,000 games in club management. Very, 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 very good achievement. He's 63 years of age, and he signed a 2-year contract and arrived during the international break. So obviously, yeah, they have obviously changed their manager mid-season as well, which obviously I forgot to mention. But yeah, so yeah, they've had a bit of a very deflating season for their standards. And obviously the players seem to have bought into what Bruce is wanting. Obviously, he started off well, didn't he, to be fair? And then, yeah, obviously they've kind of dropped off again now. But Bruce's record so far this season stands at, obviously he's managed 24 games, 9 wins, 7 draws, and 8 defeats, with a points per match total of 1.42. Now, their formation, they've lined up in a traditional 4-4-2, so very old school. Obviously, the manager wants his 2 wide players, which is usually likes of CJ Hamilton and Rob Apter, to push high up the pitch and provide plenty of support to strikers, obviously Kyle Joseph and Don Ballard. So yeah, obviously he likes his teams to press from the front, general energy out of possession. And yeah, like I said, I think when somebody like Steve Bruce comes in, I think he really does I bet the players were kind of taken aback, because obviously you've got to respect somebody like Steve Bruce. Obviously done fantastic as a player as well, and won lots of trophies, and obviously as a manager as well, he's done a lot of things as well. So he's, everybody has a lot of respect for them, really. And obviously, we will have to do our job in terms of the wing backs. We need to match the opposition wide men high energy, and obviously try and push them back into their own half. And I think the wide areas as well in this game are likely to be the main battle points and one of the keys to determine the outcome of the game as well. Like I said, at the moment, it probably will be a 4-4-2 for Bruce and Blackpool for the short term, but you may want to kind of change it a little bit as time goes on. Key players, they have made a few new signings themselves as well, haven't they, Blackpool? Sammy Silvera, who joined earlier on in the week, obviously a fantastic addition to bolstering their attack. Silvera is 24 years of age. He's already had EFL experience, played 42 times for Middlesbrough last season, before he spent the first half of this term on loan at Portsmouth in the Championship. Obviously, he plays out wide, and obviously he's a very good player, so somebody that we need to look out for. We'll play, obviously, Rob Apter as well. He's a very tricky winger to come up against as well. He can play on either side, offer and threat down the right and left. He's scored a few goals this season as well. Obviously he's going to be a tricky customer to come up against. And also, I like their striker, Kyle Joseph, a young player that's come through their academy, I believe. He's a very talented young man, and I think obviously he's been subject to a lot of interest in this window. Actually, I can't remember. I saw something today. I think Blackpool rejected a £2 million bid for him. Yes, I can't remember. I think it was a Championship club that came in for him, but I can't remember who it was. But yeah, obviously he's attracting a lot of interest, and obviously he is the top scorer as well for Blackpool this season, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, there are my key players for Blackpool. Kyle Joseph, he scored 8 goals and 3 assists in the league. Look, the possible starting lineup for them: Tyra, Ofire, Pennington, Casey, Husband, Apter, Evans, Morgan, Hamilton, Joseph, and Fletcher as well. So yeah, that's probably the lineup. They're going to go with 4-4-2 standard old school formation, and yeah, that's what they're going to do. Let's go to the comments section. Let's have a look. Do we need to replace Vela, because we seem to be okay for centre back? Jeffrey, like I said, I'm not going to cover too much about that story in this show tonight. Obviously, this is the preview show. We're doing a transfer show very, very soon in the next few days, so do stay tuned for that. Obviously I'll get into that then. But yeah, I will share my thoughts on that when we do our transfer show. Big up to everyone that's tuning in right now. Make sure you drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and let me know your thoughts down below on what you make, how you're feeling ahead of this match. And it'd be good to hear from you in the chat. And also, just a heads up for tomorrow, I will be doing a live watch along for the game. Unfortunately, couldn't get a ticket because it sold out very quickly. I was too slow to get a ticket as usual. So we sold out, and obviously Blackpool were being stubborn. They didn't give us an extra allocation, which I think was ridiculous, really, because we would have sold many more tickets. I've seen so many people wanting tickets, town fans wanting tickets. So yeah, silly move. But it is what it is. At least I can bring a live watch onto the channel tomorrow lunchtime and enjoy the game. Hopefully a very good game and 3 points to match. We hope we can enjoy the game together and a live watch along. So yeah. I think Ballard got recalled, if I'm right. All right. You're ahead of the game. You're ahead of the game, Storm. You might be right. I mean, let's have a look. I mean, it He doesn't say anything about him being recalled. He's saying he's still at He's saying he's still at Blackpool. So no, I don't think. I think he is still at the club. But yeah, that's another player. If he is at the club still, obviously, yeah, he's a very good player as well. I know we were after him, weren't we? But obviously, yeah, I don't know what happened. We kind of decided to go for other targets last summer. But yeah, I think we were linked with him last season as well, last summer as well. Taylor's finishing the recent video looks good. I mean, look, if he's looking sharp in training. I haven't watched that video yet. I'm going to watch it later on, actually. But yeah, I did see Town had posted something, but I haven't had a chance to listen to it, watch it yet. But yeah, no, if he's looking sharp in training, then let's hope he can produce on a match day as well. And I have no doubt they will be able to do, absolutely. Maybe they were thinking about being recalled. Yeah, maybe there was a little bit of talk about that. Yeah, I'm not sure. But look, let's get into our perspective then. Look, obviously I've kind of done Blackpool now. Now, just a bit of team news before I do get into my team lineup. And guys, do make sure you put your team lineups in the chat. Who you would like to start tomorrow? Let me know down below in the chat. I'd love to read a few of your starting lineups out. But look, let's get to the team news. Obviously, Ruskin will serve his second game of his 3-match ban against Blackpool, of course. Brody Spencer and Josh Cromer both obviously went off in the Wickham game with knocks, but are absolutely fine for this one, so they will be available to play. Nigel Longvike, obviously, yeah, he's obviously set to be out until February, March time, so yeah, he's going to be out for a while. Kasumu is expected to miss another couple of weeks, and then he'll be back. Obviously, he's got a hamstring injury at the moment. Lee Nichols is back in full training, and he's fully available for the match this weekend. Obviously, he's played for the B team as well, and obviously, yeah, he's been out since September with that elbow injury, which has kind of caused him a little bit more extra issues after the surgery. He's still had a little bit of issues, which is delayed him coming back. But Duff has already indicated in his press conference yesterday he has to fight for his place back. He's not, just because he's fit, Duff said it doesn't mean he's coming straight back into the side. I know there's a lot of talk about this, but for me, Chapman has taken the #1 jersey, and Nichols has to work to get it back now, in my opinion, and that's just what I think. But yeah, look, Nichols back. Sorensen is in full training again, but this weekend will come too soon for him, so he won't be available this weekend. But look, let me know what your lineups are going to be in the chat, but I'm going to get into mine now and go through my selections. Let's just turn the banner off so we can kind of see the full lineup in its full thing. So yeah, look, here's my lineup for the game. Obviously, I'm going to move me up to the top corner so you can kind of still see me. Here we are. Jacob Chapman, of course, starting goal. I've gone for a back three of Spencer, Balker, and Pearson at the back. Now, guys, obviously Spencer is obviously better on the wing back area, but for me, I want to see a bit. We need pace at the back. They've got some quick wingers, some quick attacking players as well, in the striker position as well. So we need to have pace at the back. So that's why I've gone for the back three. Is this obviously? Then in the wing back areas, I've gone for Cromer on the left and Turton on the right. And the midfield three, obviously Joe Hodge has been fantastic since he's come back. And I really like him. He's brilliant, and yeah, obviously he will be playing with Kane, who has obviously he's been brilliant. Obviously he's had a little bit of a slow start to his career at Town, didn't he? But obviously he's found his rhythm now, and he looks a lot better. And I think that little 11-day gap as well will help a lot of players with the fitness as well. So they've had a little bit of break to regain full fitness, because I think a few of the players looked a little bit tired in recent weeks. So yeah, obviously the little break will have done us good. But look, with the fact that we're having games postponed means that we are going to have to play those games further down the line, and our schedule is just so busy from now until the end of the season now, providing no more postponements. But yeah, Ben Wiles as well, for me, starts. And then up front, I have gone for a combination this weekend of Taylor and Marshall. And the reason being, I do think that Taylor will start the game, but and Marshall will start the game. But I think that Charles has obviously come in only recently, so he'll have only had a few trainings. I think he will have had 2 trainings. Obviously he will have had 2 trainings going into the game tomorrow. So he still needs to kind of find a little bit of cohesion with his teammates and get to know his teammates a little bit. Taylor obviously signed earlier on in the week, so he's had pretty much the full week with the lads. So obviously that's why I kind of started those. But Marshall, a lot of people are saying, look, Marshall gets brushed under the carpet now. But for me, Marshall is still a key part of this team. He's done well since he's come to the club on loan from West Ham, and I think he will have a big part to play from now until the season. I know a lot of people are saying it'll be a Dion Charles, Joe Taylor partnership eventually, but maybe it will. But Marshall will still provide that threat from the bench, and maybe he will start some games as well. So yeah, I'm not brushing Marshall under the carpet. So this is my lineup. Let me know down below what you think of my lineup. But I think this is the strongest 11 we can go with. Carlson, I'm a Blackpool fan, and you think it's going to be a 2-2 draw. Fair enough, Callum. And Blue Terrier has put his lineup in the chat, so let's go through this. 3-4-1-2, so he's gone for Chapman in goal. The back three of Balker, Lees, and Pearson. Oh, well, I mean, that is not... I'm sorry, guys, but look, it's your opinion, but I would not start Lees and Pearson at the back. The pace... We just haven't got enough pace in that back line. And like I said, go back to it, I think they have got quick attackers, Blackpool. So I just think they'll really struggle. I know Balker's got the one with the biggest pace, but I think having 2 of the back 3 not having much pace, you're asking for trouble, in my opinion. But fair enough. You've gone for JK and Spencer as the wing backs, with Hodge and Kane in the middle. And then you've gone for Wild further forward. And then you've gone for a front 2 of Marshall and Taylor, yeah. But yeah, fair enough. I mean, obviously, yeah, pretty similar to mine, apart from one difference. But yeah, fair enough. Thank you for that, Blue Terry. I appreciate you posting your lineup, for sure. And Wayne is joking with us all in the chat here. Freddie Ladapa just, I think not Wayne, unfortunately for you. Storm has gone for Chapman, Spencer, Lees, and Pearson. Karoma and Turton as the wing backs, presumably. Turton, obviously Turton. Kane, Hodge, and Wiles in the midfield. And you've gone for Taylor and Radulovic up front. Interesting. What about Marshall? Don't you like Marshall? Marshall, again, another one that I think he needed a little bit of a break. I think he's kind of coming to our side, and he's really been heavily relied upon, and he hasn't been able to be rotated much because of the quality of the strikers that we've had before we made our signings. So he's been burnt out a little bit, but we've had that big break, obviously 11 days since our last fixture. So he'll be ready to go again tomorrow. Absolutely. Storm says Balker too early to start. Do you think? Fair enough, but I think he has a lot more trainings as well in the past week or so as well. I know trainings and matches are completely different things, guys. I get that, but I think Balker is ready to start tomorrow, in my opinion. Yeah, Blue Terrier, don't you start with that. He's that bad of a player. People banter Ladapo. That's how bad of a player he is, right? For us. Oh, completely understand the pace issue with Leeds and Pearson, Blue Terraces, but I think they read the game really well, so hopefully they shouldn't need their pace. Yeah, I mean, there is that. They are good readers of the game. I get what you're saying, so I understand your point of view too. So yeah, but yeah, good team. But where's Ladapo? Look, everyone's bantering in the chat about Ladapo. This is how he's just become banter central as Ladapo. Sums it up. Storm says Marshall needs a break and too small. Striker might not be good. Look, I think Marshall has already had a little bit of a break with the with not having a game last weekend, so I think Marshall will be ready to go again. But he has been burnt out from the start of the season, to be fair. And yeah, he's had to stay on the field because we haven't had many options from the bench that Duff trusts, really. And Blue says someone give Ryan a township with a DARF on the back. I mean, guys, just no. But Blue Terry, Blue Terry, you suggested maybe you should give me a Ladapo shirt, and I promise I'll wear it on the stream. But yeah, anyways, going back to the preview. But big up to everyone that's contributing right now. I appreciate you all. You're making me laugh. But yeah, that is my lineup, guys. But look, I'm going to move myself back into the centre. Score predictions on the doors then. For me, I am feeling quietly confident for tomorrow. Not overly confident because Blackpool are a good side. But I think that I personally think that we will have too much for them in this game. I said that when we played them at home, and look what happened, guys. But no, I do. I think that we are going to get our redemption this fixture. I think we're going to win the game, and we're going to have a bit of revenge on them after their 3 points at the John Smiths a few months ago. So my score prediction, I'm going to go for a 2-1 victory for the Mighty Terriers. With goals from, I suppose we could do goals for the opposition. I think Joseph, I think he is still a Blackpool player, so presumably he will be starting in the game. He hasn't, but I think he probably, there's a big chance he might leave before the end of the window. I've got a feeling, but I think he will be available for this game. I think Joseph for Blackpool. I think for us, I'm going to go for a Taylor debut goal, and I'm going to go for Marshall to get a goal as well in this one. I think Charles is going to wait until next weekend when he plays Bolton at home, and he's going to score against his game. And mind you, they're both former sides, because a lot of everybody knows, obviously, if anybody watched the press conference midweek, but obviously Joe Taylor and obviously Charles spoke to the media, and I think, Charles obviously started his career at Blackpool, coming through the academy, but then he got released at 18, and obviously, so they rejected him basically, and then obviously he went on to do big, obviously went on to have a very good career so far, and then obviously, like I said, we've signed Charles from Bolton as well, so yeah. 2-0 win, Storm says. Taylor and Wiles. Yeah, nice. Yeah, look, Wiles always seems to... We've seen what he can do. He always chips in with a goal or two, doesn't he, now and again? So, yeah, no, he's done well on 2 well. So, yeah, good shouts for goal scorers. And Keith is just winding me up in the chat here. Ladapo, he struggles to get 1 goal, Keith, let alone 3, if you haven't already noticed. I think you're bantering in the chat here. And Wayne... He's seeing the funny side of it as well. But, yeah, look, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. But I think we're going to win 2-1. Let me know your score prediction in the chat. I know, Blue Terrier, what is your score prediction? If you're still here, of course. But I did want to cover a bit of Duff's press conference as well. Obviously... Not going to go on about the Yeah, I think Duff has been again. The thing is with Duff, he's straight talking to you, he's honest, and obviously he did say yesterday that he'll be having conversation with people over the next couple of weeks, in terms of players not having enough, not being limited, having limited to game time. So yeah, maybe we might see a few players being offloaded in the next week or so. Because their time will be limited in this squad for us. Like I said, we're getting players back now, and if in the next few weeks we keep getting players back, I think we'll be, our squad is really, really good, to be honest with you. Just hope we don't get any more injuries, of course. Obviously, he talked about the Dion Charles and Joe Taylor signing. He said it was a good birthday. It was the gaffer's birthday the other day, of course. He said it was a very good birthday from my point of view. He said, signing Joe Taylor. Thanks to the chairman for that. He said, there are two players that we think will add to what we've got. We spoke to Joe in the summer, obviously, and we're close to getting the deal done. But as I've said previously, until they walk in the door and sign the dotted line, you're always subject to different things going wrong. We all know that all too well. He goes and says, Joe's a good age, ambitious, young, gives us threats that we don't have in terms of blistering pace, and he's got goals in him. The two clubs he went to last season, he's scored goals in two different teams, two different divisions, two different formations. So that adaptability, that, showing that he can score in different formations and, and in different divisions as well. He said we wanted to bring him in the summer and we kept in contact with him. And I think the way the season panned out, he gives us a dimension we don't have. We can't really stretch teams. The club have invested in him and hopefully it can work for all parties. Then he said about Dion Charles, he said Dion is very similar. Different age, more experience, proven at this level. He's played in a similar formation to us over the past 2 or 3 years. And has been one of the biggest pests to play against. I said that in my video that I did about him, actually. He's a player that you want to have in your side, but you don't want to be coming up against him. Not only with his goal threat, but his pressing, his all-round game. And he said at Barnsley, I think we played bottom 5 times and had Mads Hansen, what I consider to be the best centre-half in the league, comfortably. And Dion was the one who gave him a tough time every time. So once we got an inkling it might be a goer and it might be doable, we jumped at the opportunity of signing Dion. So yeah, obviously a few little quotes there from the gaffer. But let's have a look. Keep saying 3-0. I think this is where we start playing very well and looking good. Yeah, look, we really need to kick on now, don't we? And I said it in a video recently that obviously we need to go on a winning run now. We need to go on a run of, it's easy for me to say, we need to go on a winning run of, like, say, 6, 7, 8 matches and really, really find the form. And I think, like I said, the little break we've had, I think that will help. And now we've got some new signings through the door as well, some shiny new strikers who we hope can deliver from the very get-go. And yeah, we're looking like we can I just want to go for it now. Like we've got the strikers that we've been crying out for all season. Let's just go for it now and let's be, just get the job done and let's not be losing concentration and and giving away silly goals and just take our chances ultimately. Callum has said, now you'll be 2-0. Good luck, mate. Yeah, look, good luck. May the best team win, Callum, look. And hopefully, may the best team win. That's all I'm going to say. And, of course, both teams, I think it's going to be a good game. It's going to be some good key battles in there. Like I say, I think the wide areas will be a key part of determining the outcome of the match. And I expect a tough test, as I do in every game. I think it's going to be a tough test against Blackpool. Obviously, they're the home side, but to be fair, it will feel like a home game for the Town players because, obviously we've got a sold out away end, and I don't really think Blackpool, I don't know how much Blackpool get in attendance, but seem to have a lot of empty seats in recent weeks, maybe because of the performances, I'm not sure, but seem to be always kind of empty recently, but not that I've been looking, but like whenever I see, highlights, whatever, the Blackpool Stadium always seems to be empty, but yeah, I don't know. So yeah, it'll feel like we're the home side, so hopefully that helps us, but look, let's see what happens really. But look, guys, if you just tune in, make sure you do get your score predictions for the game tomorrow. And if you want to tell me who you would put in the starting lineup as well, it'd be good to hear from you in the chat. But obviously, I thought it was a really impressive interview, wasn't it, from Charles and Taylor the other day. I think it was really, really good. I think they come across very down-to-earth lads, hard working, they're here to do, and they mean business as well. They've got that nasty streak about a striker needs. Two nice strikers don't get you anywhere in this game. You need to be a little bit nasty. And I think they've got that ruthlessness to come in, and they're really excited to be here as well. And I think Taylor obviously spoke about it in his interview, obviously his press conference, obviously about how it's given him extra belief, the fact that we were in for him in the summer, but we've kept him in as a target going into this window as well. So we've kept tracking him. So he feels like he's got a bit of extra belief from that. So yeah, fair play. Obviously, I get that because we believe in him, and I believe in him, and I think everybody believes in him, to be honest with you. Because if you look at his goal scoring record, he's no mean feat, is it? And I think he's clearly got quality. Yeah, lack of game time, but he was in the same situation when he went to Lincoln last year. In January, he hadn't played much minutes. He had played a little bit, but he hadn't played as many minutes as he'd liked, and it didn't take him long to get up to speed. So I do think he will be ready. And obviously, Charles, I think we will see Charles tomorrow. I know I didn't put him in our starting 11, but I do think he will come on at some point. So yeah, like I said, it'll be good to see them for the first time tomorrow, and it'll be better next week, as I said, when we're back at our home and obviously be able to be there. But yeah, exciting times. It's going to be an interesting battle. Obviously, Blackpool, like I say, is currently 16th at the moment. So, and we're obviously looking to close that gap. And yeah, obviously, Wrexham losing last night means there is a gap there for us guys to really capitalise this weekend now. We have to take it. And I think we have to capitalise on other teams slipping up. Obviously, I know we have to focus on ourselves, and the rest will take care of itself. But you know what I mean? Like if a team does drop points that you see, you have to capitalise on it and win that game to close the gap. Because like I said, it's currently 4 points at the moment. Going into this game, obviously. Ignore the games played because obviously Wrexham have played 26 now, but that's the current league table. So it's 4 points to the automatic promotion places. We've got a game in hand on the teams above us. Wickham and Wrexham, and yeah, obviously. Well, we've got 2 games down on Wrexham because they played last night. So that's how the table looks. Obviously, a 4-point gap between it. So, like I said, if we win tomorrow and Wickham draw or lose, then the gap is 1, maybe 2 points, depending if they, or if they win. Obviously, then that's that. But if they do drop points, then that gap will be closed. And then if we win our game in hand on them, over them, then we will actually go above them. I'm getting ahead of myself, but the gap is very tight, and I do think we have to make sure we do get the job done tomorrow, guys. Like I said, we'll be doing a watch along for the game. Hopefully, there's plenty of goals for us, and we can see that ruthlessness in the attack that we've been lacking a lot this season. So, yeah, I mean, I think we kind of covered everything in tonight's show, to be honest with you, unless there's any final comments. But the stage is set for the clash with Blackpool at Bloomfield Road tomorrow at lunchtime, and we are ready for it, and we need to make sure that we are on it from the first moment, and yeah, just show our intent early on in the match, and we'll see how it pans out, I guess. But I think Blackpool are very hit and miss at home. Like I said, they haven't won in 9 games at home, so yeah, it's a long time. I think their last victory was against Burton, I think, in their last. I can't remember now, but I saw that their last win was against Burton in. I don't know, guys. I really don't know when they played Burton, but that was the last time they won. It's a good couple of months. 28th of September was their last home win. Keith said, are you doing a watch along? Yes, I did. You must have missed it, Keith, but yes, I'm doing a watch along. I'll be live from 12:15 tomorrow. I was hoping I would get a ticket. You know, somebody drops out and I'll be able to go, but fortunately, I will have to make do with a seat in my home, watching the game with you guys in the chat. Keith said also average crowd at Blackpool 9,860. Yeah, so that I don't know how much their stadium holds, but it's probably a few thousands missing that they don't get. But yeah, so yeah, the live watch along will be there here tomorrow. So hopefully you guys can join me for full match commentary, bit and build up to the game as well. There'll be a build up. Might go live at 12. I don't know yet, but probably 12:15 will be the time. I will schedule the stream later, guys. So yeah, that'll be that. But yeah, I mean, I think we've kind of covered everything tonight. Obviously, we have kind of gone to the 45-minute mark now, so we're not going to keep going on if there's nothing else to say. I just hope that we can, really show what we're made of in this match and start well, and just make sure we kind of don't give the home crowd any optimism, and just play our game. Hopefully we get the 3 points. Like I said, I do think we will win the game, but it will be a tight game. So yeah. But look, we're going to wrap it up here, guys, I think. Like I said, make sure you do drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and if you're watching this on playback, let me know your comments in the comment section, score predictions and all that good stuff, how you're feeling ahead of the game. And like I said, content to come. I will be live tomorrow for the live watch-along for our game, so really excited to do that again. I love doing the watch-alongs. And then, like I said, we've got transfer shows coming up in the next few days. And we'll review the game. I'm not sure how I'll do the review, actually. Am I going to do it directly after the game tomorrow like I did the other day overnight for Wickham? Or am I going to... I probably might do it straight after, actually. Just kind of do a little bit of a review after the game, like on a separate stream. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. But guys, there's 14 of you in here right now. Make sure you do drop a like, subscribe, and yeah, let's keep pushing towards the 800 mark. And Keith says, see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, Keith. Big up to you. And Wayne says thanks and up the town. Yeah, big up to you, Wayne, as well. And big to everyone that's tuned in. Thank you all for your comments. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. And we'll be back again tomorrow, as I said, 12:15 for a live watch along for this exact game. Anyway, guys, enjoy the rest of your evening, whatever you get up to. Take care, stay safe. And as always, up the town. Let's get another win this weekend and let's keep pushing towards those automatic promotion places. And let's get ourselves in them automatic promotion places. I want to see us in there in the next week or so. I'd love to see it. Carl says, thank you. Up the mighty pool, he says. Oh, no hard feelings, Callum, but big up to yourself. And may the best team win, of course, as I said. So, yeah, guys, enjoy your evening. Take care. And I'll see you on the next one.